Hey, what's up guys? So here it is. Here is the Uniden R7. They just arrived in the mail this morning, so just for you guys, basically for you guys who support me here on Patreon, a big thank you. I wanted to give you guys a first look here at the detector so you can see it as I am seeing it too. So let's go ahead and unbox it and take a look. All right, here's one. I believe they sent me two R7s, and they did. It's like, here's the second one. Got some mounts here for the windshield. Some of the accessories are not yet in the box, everything that's going to be shipping with. So we've got, yes, these are the updated power cables. We'll open these up and take a look at. There's also going to be a new single suction cup mount, which is going to be coming later. It's a lot like the new Escort sticky cup. And looks like we've also got early versions of literally just printed out user manuals. That's funny. I've read over the PDF already. They're not full kind of like final public release. There's still some things that need to be added in software, but I'll go over that once we actually get to the like the public announcement stuff. I'll share a little bit more about that, but let's take a look. Okay, well, here it is, Uniden R7. So first things, I'll pull out more detectors later to kind of like compare it size-wise and whatnot, but it feels heavier than the R3 does. Here is the new neoprene case for it, so it slots in like this. Kind of cool. Not a perfect fit since it is a little bit wider here on the back, but it works just fine. I don't know, does it slide in? It doesn't go in face first, as you can see, so I guess you got to do back end first, but cool. Take a look at the other one. Same thing, so we got a pair of R7s here, which would be good for testing, just to see do they both perform the same. Cool. Button feel, pretty good. It's a little bit more clicky on the side, whereas on the top, a little bit quieter, I guess. Interesting. Power cables. I know the new ones have been upgraded, so the biggest thing we'll notice visually is there's now a bit of an angle here for the power cable, like the USB port. It's no longer straight like it used to be. And then also things that we can't see. They've been kind of upgraded to be more durable. The last ones kind of fell apart sometimes, and so these ones should be better, and it looks like we do have some strain relief here on the edge of the power connector, so that's good. We've got our new power cables to plug into the side. I always forget mini USB versus micro USB, but this is the smaller one. I think micro USB? I always forget. I have to look it up every time I do a video, but it does have the smaller connector, different than the R3, and luckily they do ship with the USB cable now, which is great. So finally now people actually have the cable that they need, even though most people have these. Now as far as the mounts, there's going to be two different mounts. There's the kind of regular double suction cup one like this. There's also going to be the new single suction cup mount. It is being redesigned to give better articulation and whatnot. The older ones had some issues at really steep angles, so the new one, as I mentioned earlier, it's kind of like the new Escort sticky cup, which I don't have here yet, but that'll be in the final production ones. And then it looks like we have an updated mount, which does look a little bit different than the R3 mount. I've been getting a lot of questions about blend mount compatibility and whatnot, so we'll take a look at that. But if we slide this in, looks like it clicks in and feels pretty solid. A little bit of front to back motion, but I don't think we'll notice that in practice. A little side to side wobble, but also I think it should be fine just mounted there. Yeah, so there's the, I guess, suction cup mount looking like this. Next, let's try powering it on. Big Uniden logo.
X-band, K-band, Ka-band, laser.
Cool. So let's see. Try triggering an alert real quick. See how it looks and sounds. Cool, pretty straightforward, 34677. We've got our arrows for behind. I know they're also going to be adding voice alerts, directional alerts to actually say if it's ahead or behind. That's not available yet. That's something that's going to be added. They are still going to be working on a couple things like the arrows themselves still need a little bit of tweaking. There's some changes being done, features being added around the lockouts and whatnot. So a couple things still here to add, but let's see, we can run through the menu. Hopefully this shows up on camera. I'll have to zoom it in a little bit so you guys can see. We'll just run through real quick. Oops, that's the power button. Got to learn the new settings here to turn it on and off. Stop that.
Menu.
Cool, okay. Oh, I like the little thing at the top to tell you how far you are through the menu. That's helpful. MRCD, of course. Okay.
K8 segmentation. Ka narrow.
Cool. Let's see, mute memory. Should have lockouts for KA band.
On.
All threat display. Ooh, arrow color, so we can adjust here. So different colored arrows depending on what kind of signal you're picking up. That's nifty. Band color. Oh, so different colors for different bands. Wow, okay. Have to figure out how all that stuff works. Mode display, probably same as before. Yep. Alert display. Oh, that's right. There's two different types of alert displays. One's kind of like a bar graph. Another one is sort of an indicator like this. So that's cool. So that's new. What else? Most of the stuff looks like the R3. Oh, auto dim setting.
Auto dim.
Yay, cool. All right. Oh, there's no longer a mute button here in the front. That's going to be kind of annoying. I'm wondering if it's the mute and dim stuff. It's right there. So we'll see how that is.
Daylight. Self-test off.
Oh, memory quota. Oh, this is here? So this is something that I don't think is supposed to be... Okay, yeah, I can't get in here yet. So that's a feature kind of splitting how much memory is available for lockouts versus manually marked user locations. You can go in and configure that. And here's the current beta firmware version, whatever that means for now. There's still, again, some stuff that needs to be added and changed, but exit.
Exit.
Okay, cool. So anyway, here's just a quick run through of the R7. Give it another shot.
KA band.
Cool, so awesome. Well, there we go. Good to finally have one, or well, I guess two here on hand. I'm gonna go ahead and get this video uploaded, toss it in the car, go for a drive, and see how these bad boys perform in action. So yeah, I guess taking a look at it, the only other things that I noticed are the pre-production one that we saw at CES had kind of a translucent panel versus this one looks opaque. Hardware-wise, I think this should be mostly hardware. They did say they might actually change the Uniden logo or something, maybe to the bezel there might be some small changes, but otherwise hardware-wise this should be the same as production, and then software, there's a couple things that still do need to be addressed. But anyway, yeah, there you go. Here's a Patreon members only first look at the Uniden R7. So thanks for watching.